You can't come in here! Leave now!
The guard's voice echoed at the entrance of the luxury wedding hall. Guests turned. Music from inside continued softly, but outside, everything had stopped. An old woman stood at the gate, simple clothes, worn shoes, a small bag in her hand. "I'm not here to cause trouble," she said gently. "I just need to go inside." The guard stepped forward, blocking her. "This is a private event," he said. "Invitation only." She nodded slowly. "I understand, but I need to see him." The guard frowned. "Who?" She hesitated. Then softly, "The groom." Murmurs spread among nearby guests. Some laughed quietly, others stared. "You?" the guard said, almost amused. "Yes," she replied calmly. "I just need a few minutes." The guard shook his head. "You need to leave." Inside the hall, everything was perfect. Bright lights, elegant decorations, guests seated. The bride stood gracefully at the front, the groom beside her, smiling. But something about him felt distant, unsettled. Outside, the old woman didn't move. "I've come a long way," she said quietly. "Please." The guard's patience was gone. "I said leave." He reached for her arm. The moment felt tense, uncomfortable. Guests nearby started watching more closely. Phones slowly lifted. "Where are you watching from right now? Let me know in the comments." The old woman gently pulled her arm back, not resisting, just holding her ground. "I promised him I would be here," she said. Her voice carried something deeper, something real. The guard scoffed. "Enough! Go before I call security." But before anything else could happen, a voice came from behind. "Wait!" Everyone turned. A young man stood near the entrance, one of the groom's close friends. "What's going on?" he asked. The guard gestured. "She's trying to get in without an invitation." The friend looked at the woman. Something about her felt familiar, but he couldn't place it. "Ma'am, do you know the groom?" he asked. She nodded slowly. "Yes." "How?" She hesitated, then simply said, "I knew him when he had nothing." The words hung in the air, strange, unexpected. The friend frowned, still unsure. "Stay here," he said, then turned and walked quickly inside. Inside the hall, the ceremony was about to begin. The music softened. The officiant prepared to speak, but the friend rushed toward the groom, whispered something in his ear. The groom's smile faded instantly. "What?" he said. He looked toward the entrance. His heart started racing. Without a word, he stepped away, ignoring the confused looks, ignoring everything, and walked out. What time is it where you're watching from? Morning, afternoon, or evening? Tell me in the comments. Outside, the old woman stood quietly, still waiting, still calm. Then the doors opened. The groom stepped out. His eyes scanned the area. Then he saw her. Everything stopped. His expression changed. Shock, disbelief, emotion. "Is that?" someone whispered. The groom took a step forward, then another, faster now, until he stood right in front of her. For a moment, neither spoke. Then suddenly, he dropped to his knees, right there in front of everyone. Gasps filled the air. "Grandma," he whispered. The word broke something open. The crowd froze. The guard stepped back, stunned. The groom held her hands tightly. "I've been looking for you," he said, his voice shaking. Tears filled his eyes. The old woman smiled softly. "I know," she said. "I've been watching you from a distance." Confusion spread. Guests stepped closer, listening, watching. The groom stood up slowly, turned to everyone. "This woman," he said, "is the reason I'm standing here today." Silence. He took a deep breath. "When I lost everything, when I had no home, no support, she took me in." The old woman lowered her eyes, humble. "She fed me, took care of me, believed in me." His voice cracked. "She's not just family. She's my foundation." Tears rolled down his face. "And I couldn't find her for years." The crowd shifted, emotion rising. The bride stepped closer, eyes filled with tears. The groom turned back to the old woman. "I thought I lost you." She smiled gently. "You didn't." The groom removed his jacket, carefully placed it on her shoulders. A simple gesture, but powerful. Then he held her hand and said clearly, "You're not just attending this wedding. You're sitting in the front." Gasps again. The guard looked down, ashamed. Inside, everything changed. The same people who ignored her now stood in respect. She was guided to the front, right beside the groom, not hidden, not ignored, honored. The ceremony resumed, but now it meant something deeper. Every word, every promise carried weight, because love wasn't just between the bride and groom, it was also in the sacrifice that brought them there. After the ceremony, the groom stood again, took the microphone. "There's something I need to say," he said. The room went quiet. "I wouldn't be here without her." He looked at the old woman.
And today, I want to make sure she never stands outside again.
Applause filled the hall, but more than that, respect. Later that evening, the old woman sat quietly, watching everything, smiling, peaceful. The groom sat beside her. "I'm taking you home with me," he said. "No more distance." She laughed softly. "We'll see." But her eyes said yes, because sometimes the people we overlook are the ones who built us. Lesson: never judge someone by how they look. You may be turning away the very person who helped build someone's life. If this story touched you, drop a heart in the comments and follow for more powerful stories like this.